Hi, welcome to this week's IPI Wellness Wednesday. Our theme for the month of July is really on supporting and empowering agents who are working with customers who might be struggling or have vulnerabilities, as it asks a lot of those staff to provide a consistent, empathetic service from roles that are quite often entry level or typically staffed by younger workers. I often talk about how tech can help solve some of the challenges that employees experience in the contact centre, even when some of those challenges are very much human problems, like stress. And we often look at ways to use tech to minimise those problems and give employees a bit of headspace, so kind of taking the edges off, maybe a bit of automation or some better analytics or communications, and that definitely helps. I think that's probably reflective of where we're at in the evolution of our society in general and how much faith we put in software. But sometimes you just need a good bit of face-to-face interaction to let off some steam, get it off your chest, ask for a bit of help. And as we do automate some of the more simpler issues, the interactions that agents are dealing with will become ever more complex and emotionally charged. And as the cost of living crisis continues, our agents themselves will be dealing with vulnerable customers who actually probably have the same issues as them as well. And so we need to make sure that we're supporting them through this as well, supporting our agents. And it doesn't need to be, as formal as mental first aiders. And in fact, sometimes that can be difficult to implement in a smaller environment where people know each other really well. It's just about making sure that there's an environment where managers and workers check in on each other, and there are mechanisms in place for employees to have someone that they can talk to. It might not be even a direct manager, it could be a mentor or someone in another department or team, maybe someone within your people experience team, or providing external contacts to employees, like EAP programs with phone lines or portals, for support with things like mental health and finance. And of course, some people, myself included, are not always great at asking for help. So if you're in the office, you can watch out for behaviours and step in if you need to. Or if you're remote, you may want to use some tech like alerts and speech analytics tools where there's been emotional calls or particular phrases, and follow up quickly with those individuals who took the calls, just to make sure that they're all right and offer them some assistance or a chance to take a break or like I said, let off some steam. So have a think about what you could be doing in your contact centre. Maybe next time you've got a quiet interval, just go and ask people how they're getting on. That's it from what is now a very wet IPI Wellness Wednesday.